Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I hope everybody is doing well this evening on this Saturday, December the 18th. Hope all is well this evening. Getting ready for my live. I know a lot of y'all are used to me doing recovery room on Saturday night, and tonight I'm not doing recovery room. Tonight I'm doing an episode of Tara's Just Saying where I interview my girl Dmalone. She's going to come through and talk to us about all of the amazing things that she has been doing. Oh my God, she's had so much going on. What's up, Satate for Insurance? How are you this evening? How's it going, King? Need to bring some more. I'm good. I'm good. Hanging in there on a Saturday evening. I tell you, it was a rainy day here in Philly, so means no outside for me. I'm like, not today. So let's see. Let me get my people in here. Um, let's see. Um, let me see. Send that. And let me see where my guest is. Oh, okay, you in Delaware? Okay, yeah. So I guess y'all had the same weather we had today. A little bit of spritzing or whatever all day. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm close. I'm in PA all day. Yes. So, all right, folks. Y'all knew I was coming on this evening. I don't know where everybody at. Yeah, I know. Very misty today. And I was out and about earlier today, and I'm like, by the time I got finished doing what I was doing, I was like, I guess borderline exhausted. Like, no, time to go back home, because I did not feel like doing nothing else. What's up, happy being me? How are you? How are you? How are you? Yes, it was like by the time I looked up, I was like, oh, I just felt like just getting back in this house. I had been going since 10:30 this morning. And when I got back, it was like I had one more event to go to. And by the time I got finished at the one vending event that I did today, I was just like, all right. I'm like, sister girl gotta go sit down. She ain't got time to be doing no other events today. She gotta go take a chill. And so that's what I did. Chilled today. Chilled when I got back home because I was exhausted. All I wanted to do was get in this house and prop my feet up and get ready for today. Get ready for this interview this evening and staying up later on to try to get some other work done. You know, try to pull a late night as I prepare for my work tomorrow morning. You got that right. Listening to your body is definitely key. We have to listen to our body because if we don't, put ourselves up a creek, up a creek, up a creek. So, yes. So that was my goal today, was to pay attention to what it was and try not to do too much. But I kind of don't feel like I do too much because I'm in the house all the time anyway. And because I'm in the house all the time anyway, it's just like I feel like I'm not doing enough. And that's what's like ticking me off. Because yeah, but it is what it is. It gets better. Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. I'm well. I'm well.
That's good. You look fabulous as usual.
Thank you. I'm loving the red. We in the
Girl,
spirit.
girl, trying to be. I'm sitting up here today. I was like, I don't know what I was doing. I said, wait a minute. Christmas is next week?
I know.
7 days away?
I can't even believe it.
I can't either. Good evening, everybody. How
Good
are y'all?
evening. Hi,
I
everyone.
just was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I can't even believe it. Everywhere I've been today, I was vending today. And it was just like
Yes.
everybody was sitting there looking like,
It's Christmas again. It's Christmas.
I know, I
We only got a
know.
couple of days. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hey,
hi, hi.
everybody. How are y'all doing? I am so glad you were able to come on with
Me
me.
too. Hi.
What's up,
Hey,
India?
Jen, hey, Zero. Yes, I'm glad. Listen, first of all, the fact that you asked me, I was like, yay. How
Girl,
kind.
you knew I was gonna ask you to come on here. Shoot, because it was just like trying to catch up with everybody and trying to go through a list of like, okay, now who will be willing to come on? I said, well, look, I'm gonna put out invites. Anybody want to come, they come. We'll talk about everything that's going on because I know everybody has a whole lot of different things that they're doing within their businesses and
Yes.
everything. And so I just want to, for everybody to be able to talk about everything that they have going on because I know you got a lot of amazing stuff going on. You got
Thank
the
you.
you got the clothing line that you launched. You got, you doing
Ugh,
it. But you always have been doing it. And it's so funny because we're going to talk about everything that you do
I'm like you.
because I have brought you up to a couple of friends that I have, that I made through here and I was just like, because it was a situation had occurred with
Oh.
some nails. And
Oh.
I was just like, well, I told y'all who to get the nails from. Y'all ain't listen to me. And I'm like, these folks out here overcharging and doing them wrong. And I'm like, and I know that's something me and you have in common because a lot of people on this live know I am licensed to do nails. I've been on hiatus, so to speak, for some years. But tell everybody who you are, Miss Missy.
Um, First and foremost, I'm God's daughter. Hello?
I know that's right.
Hello,
I
that's
know
first
that's
and
right.
foremost. I am God's daughter.
That's right.
I am heir to the throne, all that good
That's
stuff,
right.
right?
That's right.
And then secondly, I do nails.
Hmm.
I host a podcast called It's the
Hmm.
Breakdown Podcast with Dmalone, where we talk about the good Lord
That's
and I
right.
break down the Bible so that we can digest it and then, learn how to apply it to our lives.
Hmm.
Uh, then I have, what else do I do? I have this clothing line
Hmm.
to support every branch of my ministry. Also, honestly, to help me finish paying for school because she's in school too. Okay. So this clothing line
Awesome.
helps me pay for tuition too. And it helps me to help other people who, like right now during this season, that don't
Hmm.
have. I've got some overflow that I can be like,
Hmm.
hey, here, this is for you. You know,
Hmm.
and I don't tell people when I give, I just give. But
Right.
that's what the a lot of the basis of the bringing this clothing line was about. Because honestly, truthfully, I wasn't even going to come out with merch at all.
Really?
I was not going to come out. I had the nails, and I was
Hmm.
fine with that. I was not going to come with that, but I just kept hearing it, and I was just like,
Hmm.
oh, all right, fine, let's work this out. So that's what
Yeah.
I do.
Hmm.
Nails. I'm a student. I'm a college student right now. I just finished my first fall semester. Uh, I think that's what I did.
Yeah. How did you like it? How did you like
You
it? How
know,
was it
I
for
will
you?
be honest. In online, um, is weird to me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't feel like they give online students enough class discussion,
They don't.
right? So there's
They
no
don't. Hmm.
actual teaching that happens. You
Hmm.
are literally
Self
teaching
taught.
yourself.
Yes.
And that's not my vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
I mean, I love it. It's my vibe. I learned how to, a lot of
Right.
things on my own, but
Hmm.
I want the professor to teach me what I don't know because I'm
Exactly.
paying a lot of money to do so.
Hmm. Right. I just look. I
Cause
understand.
here's my thing. I could have taught myself for free.
Yep. Hmm.
So I'm getting a bachelor's degree and you're not going to teach me. So, but other than that,
Hmm.
I've learned so much.
Hmm.
Even with just the something as basic as time management,
Yes.
something as small
Hmm.
as time management.
Hmm.
So I'm grateful. I'm
Yeah.
grateful. I'm
Yeah.
learning.
What one thing I will say is when you start online learning, you basically decipher who you are. Am I a traditional learner or am I an online learner? And at that point, that's when you have to start thinking about, okay, do I want to continue on with online learning, or do I want to move to a traditional setting, right? But then it's just like online learning make life so convenient.
I mean, it does to a
It
degree.
does.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It does. And it could make you a little lazy to a degree, right? A little
Tell me
lackadaisical,
about it.
right? Because then you're like, oh, I don't have to do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Whereas
gonna
if you
wait.
see them,
And then you
mm-hmm.
wait and you get to the end and you like, ooh, I probably should have did this earlier. So it kind of could make you, it could
Mm-hmm.
make you procrastinate a little bit. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm ready to be in a classroom setting with everything else that I have going on, even in my household.
Right. I mean, because it can be too much.
It could be too
It
much.
could be too much. It could be too
Yeah.
much. And the thing is, when you're going back to a traditional classroom, that's a whole nother stressor that a lot of people fail to realize. And then with everything going on out here in the earth, it's like at this point, just picking and choosing your battles. Like, okay, I'll just
Basically,
continue on with this, because I know when I first
listen,
started with the online, I was just
I'll
like,
roll with it.
ooh,
I'm the type of person, I'll ride stuff till the wheels fall off.
that's me.
Right? If it's not terrible, I'm gonna ride this thing out because I know that what is on the opposite side is
Hmm.
greater than what I'm actually going through.
Yes.
And sometimes
Yes.
that's tough because you get human.
Yes. Oh
You
yeah.
get human and
Real
you're like,
quick.
maybe I don't want to do that. But yeah.
Hmm.
So that's who I am. Student, God's daughter, entrepreneur. And I guess some people say fashionista, but
I think so.
I'll take that.
You've
I'll
been
take it.
setting trends since I met you, because when I met you, you had blue hair. And I seen like a lot of people out there starting to get it who we were on. Look, I'm gonna
Listen,
call a
whatever
spade
I
a,
can do
I'm
to
gonna
make a
call a spade
woman,
a spade.
I appreciate it. I'm the person that's like, listen, if it's gonna help you feel better about you, let's do it.
Look, there's nothing wrong with being a trendsetter.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Nothing wrong with it at
Mm.
all. Nothing wrong with it, girl. Look, you see, I got my journal.
Yes, and
I've
I
been look,
appreciate you. I
I've
appreciate
been
you.
keeping up, and I've been making sure I write something in it every single day.
Yes,
Even if it's not but like 3 sentences, just something in there so that I can, process a lot of my thoughts and the things that I have going on. Because I'm like, all over the place with a lot of things that I have, because I have so many, I guess, how can I mean, so many pots that I'm dipping out of. I gotta
right.
try to catch it up. Try
Yeah,
to catch
yeah,
it
yeah,
up.
yeah,
So
yeah.
how have you been? Like, I know me and you, I was on one of your a panelist at one of your
Yes. Hey, friend, how's
online
your
events
heart?
and everything.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was just like, how is your heart? How are you? How is Dmalone these days?
Um, you know what? I'm okay. I'm well. Just because again, like I said earlier, I know that whatever it is that's going on, it's so temporary
Mm-hmm.
that I'm fighting every day to make sure that I don't get stuck in feelings, that I
Mm-hmm.
allow myself to push through what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So in knowing that, I
Mm-hmm.
try not to let the stuff stick.
Right.
So it
And that's
doesn't
a good
stick to
thing.
my heart. It hits my heart and then I'm like, okay. And sometimes it doesn't even hit my heart. It
Mm-hmm.
stops right here. Like, no, no,
Stop at an
no.
event. Mm-hmm.
Because I got the shield up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing all right, you know. Would I like to be doing some other things? Absolutely. But other than that, I feel like I'm all right. I'm in a very good space because I know
Awesome.
greater comes when you chilling.
I know that's right. Look, I know
Mhm.
that's right. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Mhm.
I mean, look, it is what it is. We got to take life as it is. Stay in
Absolutely.
the present, not focusing on the past, and not moving too so far ahead in the future that we lose sight of everything that we have control over. Because that
Absolutely.
happens so much, and it's like
Absolutely.
right now, with everything being as it is, we just have to, maintain focus, and
Absolutely.
that's awesome. So I'm just glad that you, completed your first semester,
I listen, and
and
I let me tell y'all something so funny. Y'all gonna laugh at me. I'm the annoying student, okay? Because I'm gotta still working on my perfectionist thing, okay? So I'm looking at my grades, and I emailed one of my professors today, like, I was supposed to have this, but I ended up with this, and I feel like this didn't take into effect with that. And the lady was like, yes, but you still got an A. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry I wasted your time.
Then you not gonna tell me you challenged that lady to get a higher than an A?
No, first of all, because in my mind, I know that I'm getting an A, right? But the numbers throws me off, right? So, so I was like, no, because all they let you see are the numbers.
Yes.
Right? So when you look in Blackboard, you're seeing numbers. And so for me, I'm like, wait, but I had a 95, now I got a 94. And I just feel like, and she's like, anything from 93 to 100 is an A. And I was like,
But
sorry,
we
I
gonna make
bothered
sure
you.
it's an A. But you know what? I'm glad you did do that to her, because you know what? Sometimes you have to get that confirmation, because sometimes people be having that tomfoolery when it comes to these universities, and you look up and a 93 be a B.
Yeah, but you
You
know,
know, and
the
so
goofy part is I was being goofy because truthfully they give you the syllabus so you can see where your grade actually lands. But because I have this thing that we still working on, yeah, I had to realize, okay, I still need work in this area. God, help me out, please.
and he's gonna work on you. All of us is a work in progress, girl. We all a work in progress. But look, at least you got your answer.
And I got an A. Oh, thank you.
So, what else is going on? So, tell me about the podcast. I know that was something that was in your heart for a long while. You were doing IG, doing things on IG
Yeah.
and everything. And so, when you did move it to the podcast, it was like score. Now you're able to have freedom.
I wasn't gonna do that either.
You what? What made you do it?
I just kept getting the nudges. You know, and God, that's one thing about it. Like, He gonna keep poking until you actually be like, okay, let me do it. But no,
Right.
that was years before I even, like, I had my own talk show and stuff. And thank you, boo. And I paused that because I felt like it was drying up a little bit.
Okay.
And then when I started the Bible study online, which was on
Yes.
IG, and then I was doing the videos. And so I
Right.
paused the videos so that the podcast could get more attention, not
Okay.
thinking, goofy, you need the both of them.
Okay.
So
Okay.
um at that point I was like, okay, well, my best friend kept saying to me, you know, 2 years, maybe 4 years ago, she's like, you need to do a podcast. And then a few people said, hey, when are you gonna do a podcast? And then I just kept seeing the signs on IG and just podcast, and I'm like, what is with this podcast business? Like, why do I have to do it? And then I just said, you know what, I'm gonna just give this a shot. Let's see how it rolls out and what happens. And I did all my research, and I did everything I could do to put it together. And I just like, okay, God. And now I make sure that I do not miss episode. I try to make sure that every episode goes up on Friday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, the
Okay.
way it's supposed to. But you know, sometimes I feel like, hey, if I don't have a word, I don't have nothing to give you. But thank God, that is still going strong. And the Bible study, I'm working on picking it back up. I had to put it down for school.
Yes.
Because it was like, okay, I got a lot on my plate, you know, between family things and then that. But I was not going to do a podcast at all. Was not.
Wow. And look at
But
it.
I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did.
Yep. And you have it going consistent.
Doing my best. That's
You
one
know, you
thing I
doing your
try to
best.
keep doing is doing things consistently.
Right.
And that's not always the easiest thing. You know, it's just
Right.
like you got to do it and be committed, right? When you're committed, you remain consistent. And
Yes.
so that's something that I'm working on doing, is just remaining consistent and committed.
Yeah. I mean, and you're allowed to have time off.
I mean, I think
You're
so,
allowed to
but
have time off.
sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you when you take time off, you got to make sure you run right back.
Of course, but when we put out things like this, like the podcast and things, we are allowed to have a vacation. We're allowed to,
Yeah,
have a moment to regroup because sometimes we have topics and stuff that we want to discuss and don't know which way to go with it or and it's
absolutely.
like and again sometimes there's moments when it's not on your heart. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like I was telling people like you know how I send out the weekly messages and
right.
folks lately was like, I haven't got my happy Friday. But I was like, y'all know what? I'm like, it's been things happening. And when I don't feel it in my heart, I'm not going to put no energy out there when I don't feel it. One thing I will say is I'm as authentic as they come. I'm not fake. And what you see
Right.
is what you get. And I'm not going to put out that kind of energy, like I'm okay if I'm not okay.
Amen.
So therefore, I'm not going to send a message to anybody, when I know in my heart I got things going on that I need to work out,
Right.
And so when I said that, I said it about me about 2 weeks ago on a live. They was like, "You not okay? What the hell?" I'm like, hello. Just because I'm a therapist don't mean therapists don't have moments. Therapists have moments just like everybody else. Where we
We
have to
have more.
therapist. Look, I'm a therapist with a therapist, but I also see the Bible too.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Because that's the first
I'm like,
help. I tell people that all
mm-hmm,
the time. That's the first help, and then the Bible tells you a successful person seeks wise counsel. They have many
mm-hmm,
advisors. Without many
yes,
advisors, you're subject to fall down. So
mm-hmm,
it's absolutely okay to
mm-hmm,
you know go outside of that and get help.
yes. Yeah, I'm like, and I'm just like, I said, so I said, look, I'm trying to get myself back into sending stuff out there, and I said, because I be falling off. I'm like, y'all fella realize during this year, this past month, it's like I've been back to doing things that I haven't done in 3 years, like vending. I ain't did a vending event since 2018. Look,
Wow.
way before the pandemic, because I had stopped doing them. And it was just like, and then folks, my stylist contacted me. I need your help. And I was like, what? I need you to vend. And I'm like, really? And I started laughing at her. And
Absolutely.
she was like, no, you have to do this. And I'm like, all right. So I went ahead and did. I was like, sheesh. I'm like, it felt so good to really be out the house. I said,
Right.
oh my gosh. It was like I felt like I got a sense of my life back.
I
I'm
listen. I
just
get
like,
it.
I didn't realize I had lost so much of my own life. And it was just like, and I said, if I felt like this, now I know what everybody's feeling like. Like they been losing a sense of themselves, and it was just like to the point where I felt like, God, I need to cry for me and everybody else because we did lose a sense of ourselves.
Oh
And
yeah,
now we
we
got to
yeah, of
regain a
course.
sense of we got to regain it back.
Hello. Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me personally, I'm gonna hold you up. There's a part of traveling that I do miss. That's the part that I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm so kind of a homebody, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't miss all of the outside activity. I don't miss
Mm-hmm.
that. Not a lot of it. Sorry, it's
Mm-hmm.
just that's not my vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've always been the person that's like, I'm chill, I'm cool when I'm in my
Mm-hmm.
crib and I'm
Mm-hmm.
home and
Yes.
I'm okay. I
Mm-hmm.
like that. Not to say that I don't like company and I don't, like to be
Right.
social, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not so much that I feel like a big chunk of me is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have that.
D, if you only knew, girl, I was at events 7 days a week.
Oh no.
And people that's in this thread that's from Philly will tell
No.
you they would be like, Tyra would be all over the place. And it was
Hi.
because I was promoting my business, and it was just like between trying to get the therapy out, trying to make sure
Mm,
everybody's mentally well, trying to get the products out, trying to do it was just like I was all over the streets. And it was just like trying to make time to, and traveling. I was traveling all over the place. And so it's like now it was just like, oh my goodness. Now I'm just doing everything at a moderate level. Blossom, you are 100% right. Philly is a busy place. But it's just like now, it's like, okay, doing things a little bit more intentionally.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Being a whole lot intentional
Yes.
and a whole lot of safe. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I said for me, yeah, one event today. Yeah, and I'll go take my tail back into my house.
You know what? I mean, I just think that for right now, it's okay. Now, I'm not going to say that, you know, like, again, I miss some parts of it, but I don't feel like there's a void.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's a void. But I'm like, okay, because I said to the other day, I said to one of my friends who was coming in town, I was so excited she was coming in town because I was like, oh, I get to go outside and put on clothes. Because there's so many days where I'm in here and I'm like, yo, I want to put on this fit. And trust me, y'all,
right?
I got stuff. And I'm like, oh, I want to put on this outfit. And I'm like, I feel crazy putting on the outfits just to pose and take a picture for Instagram. So I'm like, oh, she's coming. I get to go out. You know, and then the friends that, you know, people that I do have, I'm like, yo, let's go. But then, then there's days where I'm just like, if you wanted to cancel, I would be A-okay with that. I would be like, that's fine. Girl, you don't even worry about it. Don't worry. I'm cool.
Look, and it's so funny because that's how I am now. Oh, y'all, let me tell you now when people be like, oh, it's okay. No worries. No worries. I'm good.
Right.
I'm all right. I'm all right with it. In the past, I might have been like, oh. But now I'm just like, yeah, I'm good with that. Look, I'll just go ahead and put my jammies back on and chill.
Cocktails and Threads said date. She said she did it for date night when Vanessa and them was having date night. So she's like, I got dressed. She said, dress for you. I mean, it still feels weird sometimes. Like, and then and you know, she would be like, where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Nowhere.
But you know what? I used to do that
I'm just
before.
here.
I used to do that a long time ago, just be dressed up. Like, I would get dressed up just to go to the grocery store. But that was just my...
But you know what?
I was extra with it.
But I think that's awesome. I really think that is so awesome. You know, and my aunt does that. I am probably one of the only people that does not always do that. Like, if you see me in the grocery store, you might not recognize me. Because
Girl.
I'm in there with sweatpants, my sneakers, a hat all the way down, then the mask. Like, you're not gonna know it's me. But when COVID wasn't going on, I would be cute for the like what? Because in my mind, I was like, my husband could be there.
I know that's right.
And I definitely and then because I drive. And I put on full concerts in my car when I drive. I need the person that pulls up next to me. Listen, they need to see
better than mine.
They need to see that she is Liddy in the city. They need to see that. But then sometimes I'm like, listen, I'm okay with not being super dressed because he gonna have to see me not dressed anyway. So if you enjoy that when it's not dressed, baby,
girl,
woohoo! When she
gets
so dressed, you're gonna enjoy yourself even more.
I know that's right, girl. I'm trying to get back into practicing that piece because I'll be like trying to have my little makeup on, making sure I have my hair in. I'm like, let me throw some hair on. I'm like, I'm not there yet.
Listen,
I need to be there. I'm like, this is how far away I am from it now, though. Now I'm like this far away where I'm just like, you know what? Wham!
No,
this is
do
what it
your
is.
thing.
But I am with the makeup thing. I'm already there. Like I'm like, you know, it's like you see me, you see me. And folks be like, where's your makeup? Where's your lipstick at today? I'm like, it ain't on, it's off. Tyra Red is not on today.
There were some times when I would be on somebody's live. I would be on Kenny's live or somebody else's live with a robe and my scarf on. Like, listen, enjoy all of this right here. Because she just didn't feel like doing anything.
Right.
I didn't feel like getting up and judging. But tonight I was like, hey, wait a minute. We gonna judge. We gonna be on Tyra.
Well, your judging looks good though.
We're gonna judge today. Just for Tyra and the good folks on Instagram. We gonna shush and have a little fun.
Look, I know that's right. Well, you look fabulous as
As do
usual,
you. Thank you.
darling. Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you, girl.
Girl. Yeah, I feel. Listen, Blossom. You know what? The pandemic is perfect timing. The perfect time to practice all of your makeup skills.
You know what? You're right. And you know, I'm about to tell you something funny. So last week, my little niece was like, "Yeah, Tyra, come over and get a facial, and I'm gonna do your
Yes.
lashes." So I went to go. She did my facial. She just graduated from SD school last year,
Oh
so
yes,
she did an
congratulations.
awesome job on my face. So it was time to put my lashes, girl. Why I go into a full blown panic? What if my eyes don't open up? What if she go? You know what? I can't. I just can't.
You got scared?
Did I? Look, I said I was gonna post a picture of she taped me up and
Yeah,
everything. She was ready. She was ready.
Yes.
I was like, oh Lord. I said, girl, you gonna have to catch me in the middle of the night when it's time for me to go to bed. I said, then you can take me up
Oh my
and then I'll go to
gosh.
sleep.
You
And
would
then
have
you
been
do them.
fine.
Girl, I said I'm gonna have to get it together and go back and get it done. She said, no, the next time I'm gonna wait till you get over to the house and I'm gonna just say, get on the table. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on you. But I
Wow,
did.
my
She just put
God.
the other ones on though. She just stuck
Oh,
some
the
on.
strips.
Yeah, she stuck some strips on. She said, "You practicing these? Hey, everybody, how y'all doing?
Hi.
Practicing
So
these and
first of
come
all, I
back."
have somebody I just saw join in the live, but it won't let me respond to them. Hi, Mercedes. That's my little sister from forever ago, but she's still my little sister, and I just wanted to say hello to her. And who do I see? I
Mercy
see
me.
Q the Prophet. Yes, Mercy Me.
Hi,
And
Mercy me.
Shatik. Hi, Shatik. So
Hi, Q the Prophet. Hi, everybody.
yes,
Hey,
yes,
Gossip and
yes,
Heifers.
yes,
How are
yes.
y'all?
I just wanted to make sure I said hi to her.
Yes. Oh, girl, yes. Look, we have an awesome audience in here. Just
I
hello
see.
to everybody, and glad y'all could join us on this Saturday evening because we know y'all could be a million places, but just happy to have y'all joining us this evening.
Yeah.
Uh,
And tell
Cocktails
a
and
friend
Threads
to
want to
tell a
know
friend.
lip. Yep, tell a friend to tell a friend. Cocktails and Threads says lip color deets, lovelies, please and thank you. I have
Oh,
on my Tyra Red,
this
whatever the
is
heck it is.
Fenty. I
Oh,
don't have
okay.
the bottle near me. This is Fenty. I'll tell you though.
This is
But it's
me.
Fenty. I know that's right.
I did my own thing. Tyra Red, y'all.
Oh, we
That's what
gotta get
mine
that.
is.
Oh, we
hmm
gotta get that.
Look, I try everybody else's stuff too. So, but
But
I
I
like
like
that
that
red
red
on
too.
you. I might have to try that. I might have to try some of that Fenty and see what it is. So
Yeah, this
yeah.
is a matte, Fenty matte. I don't remember
Mm.
the color.
Yeah, and this is a
Mm.
red matte. Yeah, mine's a matte too. I love it because it stays on 24 hours. You got to scrub it off.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I
I
just was
forget to
eating some
scrub.
food. I just had a whole plate of food and that lipstick's still there. I said, okay,
One thing I
Rihanna.
will say, okay, one thing I will say about matte colors is good for mask because it won't come off. So,
That's true.
so that's
That
something
is
that,
very true.
that every woman should know. If you use a matte, it doesn't come off as long as it says 12 to 24 hours on the packaging. And you don't
Also,
have to
get you
worry
one of
about
those
it on
guards.
your.
They sell those guards on Instagram,
Oh, the green, yeah.
on Amazon, so you don't even. It
hmm
doesn't even. The mask doesn't even touch your lips.
Yeah, I got one of those. That thing be falling
Don't say
apart.
I ain't do nothing for y'all. Okay. Okay.
I know that's right. Give them some jewels, girl. Give them some jewels. So, tell
Mhm.
us about the clothing line.
Well, this is one of the shirts I have on right now. It's God's Own. Um,
Yes.
this it's literally parts of my heart, for real, for real.
Okay.
I feel like God gives me these things, and then I just put them on a shirt. Um,
I know that's right.
my favorite saying that is be blessed, but more importantly, be a blessing. That's
Mm.
what really started it all, and just having
hmm
clothes for it's the breakdown.
Yes.
And so then as I'm going through and working everything out, more things start to come to my heart, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, well let's do that, and then let's do
hmm
that. But I tried to make sure that it was something that was going to stay within the marketplace
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
be reasonable. I
Mm-hmm.
never wanted to be that person that's gouging people.
Yes.
Hey, we got to make a little profit because, profit is necessary. Money is
I
being
know that's
spent.
right. I know that's
But
right.
this was just, it's just an apparel that is faith based. I
Mm-hmm.
believe it's inspiration. I believe that we're wearing these things to give a message to the person that's visually, that's looking at us, right? So, like I
Yes.
have now, the new one is, the two new ones are relax, God's got it, and faith that you'll make it. There's somebody, I believe, that needs to see these words, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what made me go ahead and put them on clothes.
Right.
um
Honestly, I
so
think there's a lot of people that need to see those words.
yeah, because sometimes we get so caught up in the circumstances that we
Mm-hmm.
forget how big God is. We forget that
Yeah.
God is moving. And so
Mm-hmm.
with seeing a shirt, especially if you're spazzing out in a moment and you look up and you see somebody's shirt saying relax, God's got it, it's like
Mm-hmm.
you looking at a walking Instagram. You're like,
A
oh,
walking post.
yes, okay, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, relax. God's got it. Or, if you're having a moment where you're doubting something, faith it, you'll make it. Just
Yeah,
believe that you got this and you got it.
that's right.
And
And that's
so
what
with
we need
with
people to
with the
believe
clothing line,
more.
I wanted to pick
Mm-hmm.
things that I thought people would really like,
Mm-hmm.
and would want to wear. And I
Mm-hmm.
figured, well, if I want to wear it, they might want to wear it.
Hey,
So
only
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
the
love it.
Thank you. Breakerware came from breakers because I feel that
Okay.
the breakdown, if you're listening
Mm-hmm.
to the breakdown podcast on a regular basis, you are a
Mm-hmm.
breaker. And so
Mm-hmm.
breakerware was just coming off of breakers, and it's the breakdown.
Okay.
And so that's really
Awesome.
how that kind of got started. And so breakerware is basically for people who want to show that they love God, and they're not afraid to say it.
I know that's right. I mean, the bottom line is you see them talking about everybody else. Why not talk about God
I mean,
and all the goodnesses that He's done for us?
I just wanted to do something that was a little different from
Mm-hmm.
just saying, God something. I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
give some
Mm-hmm.
inspiration.
Yes.
And that was part of my thought process, was how can I, inspire with the word without giving them
Mm-hmm.
the full on word, without putting a whole scripture up there. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's where some of those things came from, just knowing that I just want to help in any way that I can. And so here's the close.
Okay.
And
And I know you.
going from
Mm-hmm.
that and just letting that flow.
Okay. And I know you have some jewelry on there too, because I see something on the site that I
Yeah,
am going to
that's
order for myself tonight because I am into anklets.
so let me tell you, that's my mom. And so because
Is
my
it?
mom, yes, I put the bracelets, the jewelry up there because my mom and I create the jewelry together. But
Okay.
it's really her thing. And so I wanted to be able to, because she doesn't have her own website yet and I've been fighting her
Mm-hmm.
for her website. I was like, okay, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on my website and give you the money when the sales come in.
Mm-hmm.
So that really just is for my mom. Honestly, it was just a way to kind of give
Well,
back
you're
to
an
my mom.
awesome daughter.
Thank you. Yeah,
But I
she's the
love it.
creative on those. She's a
I
creative.
love it. I love that beaded anklet. And I'm just like, this anklet
Thank you.
is calling my name. And I'm
Thank
like,
you.
it looked like it loop around the toe and
It
goes around the
does.
ankle. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm feeling this whole vibe here and I'm going to get it
Yes, foot
today.
jewelry.
Today.
Yeah, yeah. It's fun.
I'm
I
like,
have
not
a
like
whole
I'm going
bunch
to the
she's made
beach or
me.
anything. Look, wait a minute. Not like I'm going to the beach or anything, but
But when you
not to,
do, you'll
but
be
when I do,
equipped.
I'm going to be ready. Look,
You're gonna
I'm
be
going to be
all the way
ready.
ready.
All the way ready. All the
Yes.
way ready.
Yes.
I'm like, look, we gotta be on point when it comes to things and be ready, And one thing I always say is stay ready
Stay ready so
because you
you don't
just
have to
never
get
know.
ready.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And that's something that I know that, both of us, we see that. We see eye to eye on that one,
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
we do what we gotta do to come as we are to make things happen. And
Yeah.
I've seen you make a lot of things happen over the year, and you've been awesome. You was like I've connected with a number of people, from our little club quarantine thing and everything. And you're the ones I was like, oh, I'm so happy I connected with you.
And vice
Yay.
versa. Thank you so much. I mean,
Because it's not
it's
too
a
many
blessing.
authentic people that we meet.
Child. What you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What you
I said, we don't meet that many authentic people on these streets. Look, you ain't got to say it. I'll say it.
say?
I'm going to say it, and I'm going to be nice about it. And Gossip and Heifers, I'm not going to go there because y'all know how I do. I get in Libra fashion, and I'm
Uh-oh.
not going to do that tonight. Libra fashion is I call names, but I'm not
Oh.
doing any of that.
Oh, okay. Well, we would have called our
I'm a,
names.
I'm a work in progress, girl.
We listen. Hello. Is this thing on? Because what? Yes, we are.
But no, I just,
Thank you.
my
I
thing is,
appreciate that.
when you meet authentic people, I always try to keep them in my corner, in my circle, because I know, authenticity is everything, and there's so many people that's out here that want to be seen.
I mean,
And it's like,
listen.
for
I
what
want to be
reason?
seen,
I want to be seen, but I don't want to be
but
seen
not
by
that.
everybody.
Yeah, like not in that way. And it's funny
Mm-hmm.
because I was thinking about that very same principle of wanting to be seen, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that wanting to be seen, you want to be seen so bad, but it's premature.
Yeah.
You're not ready to be seen. So there's some things
Mm-hmm.
that you need to sit back and sit still before you can be seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
a lot of times we miss that message because
Yes.
we're rushing to be somebody and to be
Mm-hmm.
out. And God is like, but if you would just be still,
Mm-hmm.
I could do what I need to do so that when you are seen, you're
Mm-hmm.
prepared to be seen. You can
Mm-hmm.
handle being seen, because being
That
seen,
part.
there's a lot of things that come with being seen. It's not just
Hello.
all the glamour and the glitz. There's some pushback. There's some
That's right.
difficulties. There's a lot of things that
Mm-hmm.
comes with that. And I don't think that a lot of times we hold on or grasp that thought,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
we out and ready to go. And I'll be honest, even with the clothing line, I was like, okay, Jesus, these sales, they getting a little light. What's going on? And I said, what we
Mm-hmm.
doing? And then I
Right.
remember him saying, just be still. And I was like, all right, well, we gonna sit right here. But okay, so but why it's not working? Like, why it's not this and why it's not that? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, but why they not this and why they not that? And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
chill out. And I was like,
Just sit back and
okay.
be still. Mm-hmm.
And in that space, you can actually see God's hands moving.
Yeah.
You can't really see stuff when you not looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
Yep.
doing too much moving, how can you really
Mm-hmm.
focus on one thing? How can you really see? So
Right.
wanting to be seen is cool, but what are we seeing you for? What are we seeing? What are we looking at?
Mm-hmm.
What is it that I'm going to get when I look at you? What is it that I'm going to see?
Ooh.
And then the other thing that I had to, when you were talking about being authentic, I think in order to be authentic, you have to know who you are. You
Hello.
have to know your identity is where it's supposed to be. And if you don't know who
Yes.
you are, being seen means what?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a lot of times we want to be seen for the
Mm-hmm.
things that we're doing, but you are already seen. You are already
Right.
loved.
Mm-hmm.
God sees
Right.
you and he loves you. And so
Mm-hmm.
enjoy that. And then
Exactly.
let the other people come, but understand too, people are fickle. They're going to see you for a minute and then they're going to not want to see you.
Exactly. And you have to be okay with being okay with that.
And it's not a nice feeling sometimes. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
You be like, well, dang, did I do something? What
Mm-hmm.
happened? What?
Why they don't see me? What's
Why
going
they not
on?
talking? Why they not this? Why they not that? And God is like, because I told them not to. Next.
Exactly.
Now talk to me.
Exactly.
What's up? Because
Uh-huh.
imagine God is like, I want you to see me.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You've been spending so much time trying to see other people and wanting people to
And you
see
forgot
you
about
that you
me.
don't even see who it is.
And
You
you
don't want to
forgot
see
about me.
him. You don't see him, and you don't know who you are in the
And you
process
don't
of
know who
all
you
of it.
are. And in order to know who you are, you got to know who he is.
Hello.
Sorry, I know somebody in here earlier said he don't want to talk about the Bible. That's cool. But at the
Scram.
end of the day, baby, you need it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but that, again, to
Yeah,
each his
that's fine.
own. I don't force feed nothing on anyone, but I mean,
You
that's just
got
how
that
you get
right.
to know who you are.
Mm-hmm. Yup, and then whatever. Look, my thing is, everybody know how I run my life.
Mm.
You don't like what we talking about? Is about a million other channels. Keep it, damn it,
She
moving.
said
Look,
channel. My man.
look, just flip the channel, just like everybody else. Flip it to the next page, Jack, because
You
I
see
ain't got
how I said?
time.
That's
Look,
all.
look again. I'm a work in progress, and he know about my mouth. Hello.
Listen, it's the attitude for me.
We say you try to keep it under wraps, you try to keep it under control, but look, things happen,
That's why I don't. I be
and
like, look, I throw my hands up. You got a guy, because the
mm-hmm.
Brooklyn come out, and I'll be like, what you said?
Uh-oh.
Hold up.
What you saying? It's all over.
Did you forget?
What you
Are
saying? It's
you?
all over. It's all over. Oh
But
my gosh.
yeah. So
Look, I
that's that.
look, we a mess. Oh my gosh, but I'm so happy you was able to do this evening. Oh
Thank
my goodness.
you.
This was great. This was great. Because I know you have had a lot of awesome lives. I've been to a number of your
Thank you.
to your Bible studies, because I'm like sitting in your Bible study, and my mom said to me, she's like, you don't even go to our church's Bible study. I said, because I want to hear what they got to say. This one is interesting.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. That's a blessing. That is a
Yeah, I
blessing.
mean, because I learned a lot. I learned a lot, from you. I've been listening to a few of your podcasts.
Awesome.
I try to,
Thank you.
catch them when I can, throughout my day and stuff. And and I appreciate everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
And I appreciate, all of the messages that you sending, out. I know a number of people who, have told me they was like, I really, wasn't really like feeling like God at one point. I was like struggling. And they were like, but then after, connecting with Dee and listening to some of her IGs and stuff, my whole, I'm able to have a better perspective.
Mm.
And I'm like,
Oh,
wow. And I said, that is awesome.
wow, that just
And I'm
blessed
like,
me.
because I was always telling people, well, no, don't feel like that. He didn't forget you. Like I'm like, I know I'm not the most, one that talk about religion all the time, but I
Mhm.
will be, trying to, tell people like, no, read the Bible, do what you gotta do. But I'm just glad that, he's using you in a way that it is helping so many people. So if you didn't know all of the stories that's out there, that people are saying in regards to the kind things, the kind words that a lot of people are saying about you. I'm here to tell you that, folks, you have made a difference in
Wow,
some folks lives, you know what I mean. So, and if you didn't know it, well, guess what, you learned about it today,
I
December the
did.
18th at 8:48 this evening. You have
Thank
learned.
you.
Okay,
Thank you. That is a
so
blessing. I'm grateful. I'm
hmm
grateful. And it's not about religion. And I think that so many people, when it comes to the Bible and Christianity, that
hmm
becomes so like, oh no, I can't. And it's like, but
hmm
wait, so you're okay with every other faith
hmm
except
hmm
this one, the one that can, help you. I'm not
hmm
knocking anybody else's faith ever. But
hmm
I just always find it interesting that when it gets to the Bible and Christianity and Jesus, it's like, no way. That is so the
Mm-hmm.
thing you don't say. It becomes religion. And it's like, no, it's not. It's not religion. It's a
Mm-hmm.
relationship.
Right.
You're having
Mm-hmm.
a relationship. It's not something that's hard to do. You put in the work
Right.
in this relationship the same you would put in with the relationship that you, well, the person you can actually see, and
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
I always stress that, like, don't feel, because once you feel like it's something stringent,
Mm-hmm.
then you
There you
run
go.
from it, and then you think
Mm-hmm.
that it's terrible, and it's like, no, it's actually pretty cool. Even on the
Right.
days where you don't feel so good, he's still good. He is
Mm-hmm.
still good. When you can
Yep.
watch the miracles of just your own life,
Yep.
that's letting you know
Exactly.
that there's somebody that loves you,
Mm-hmm.
that's not always in a physical form, right? We have Jesus.
Yep.
We're so right, we're in Advent right now, and
Yes.
we're, Christmas is the coming of the Lord. So
Mm-hmm.
when you know that, you don't look at it the same way as like, oh, this is just religion. It's like, no, it's not religion. It's about a
Mm-hmm.
relationship. We don't
Right.
we don't roll on religion. We roll on
Mm-hmm.
relationship, and relationships
Mm-hmm.
are important,
Oh yeah.
right?
They really are. They really
Relationships
are.
are important. We see that in the world today. Is it's who you know, right? It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Mm, yeah.
Um, and that goes a long way. If you know God, then you know everybody you need to know. Because if He's
Hello.
gonna put you in the right direction, He's gonna put the other people in your path, as
Yep. And
long
you
as
can
you're
say that
available.
loud for the people. You can say that loud for the people in the back,
Yeah.
because people don't think, they don't know that. And that was one thing I used to constantly hate. When I was actually working in healthcare out on the field or whatever, it was just like always. When I would try to change jobs and things like that, it would be always, they ain't care nothing about my education. It would always be about who I knew. Well, do you know? I
Hmm.
don't know anybody. And that used to like frustrate me. And I used to be like, gosh, and my mom would always say, well, you know God, so you good. I'm like, yeah, well, tell him to come down here and get me a job. Put me where
Yeah.
I need to be. And he gonna put you where you need to be when you need to get there.
Because where
Just
you are is
chill.
right where you're
Will you
supposed to be.
exactly, exactly.
However uncomfortable, weird, um,
Mm-hmm.
unclear that is, that's
Mm-hmm.
where you're supposed to be, because there's something that He's doing on in the atmosphere, but there's something that He's doing
Mm-hmm.
on the inside of you. So you
Yes.
might want something, but you're not ready for the thing that you want,
Mm-hmm.
or the thing that you want is not big enough for what He wants to do, right? And so you
Right.
want something
Exactly.
small, but He wants to give
Yep.
you something big. And
Mm-hmm.
you like, oh, but I want, and He's like, no, that's not it. I want to give you something
Mm-hmm.
bigger. Or He's just like, no, your
Mm-hmm.
attitude ain't gonna work in the workplace. Let me fix your attitude first, and then you can get a
Mm-hmm.
job.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Let me fix a few things. Let me get you another car. You just never know. It's just, there's some
Mm-hmm.
things where God is like, I want to do something first in
Mm-hmm.
you, or I got to do something in the person that's about to hire you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always us. It's
Yep.
sometimes the person that might be on the other end. Maybe they got to fix
Mm-hmm.
their attitude. Maybe they got to fix their heart. Maybe they have to open their vision for them to see
Yes.
you. Maybe there's something that has to be done on the other
Mm-hmm.
end that you can't see, but where you are
Mm-hmm.
is where you're supposed to
Where
be,
you
and
need to be.
enjoy that
Mm-hmm.
space before you
Yes.
rush to join into the next space.
Yeah. And
Because
that's
then
so
every
true.
time you go into a space, you're going to want to get out because you want to be in the next space. You want the next, you want the next, you want the
Mm-hmm.
next. You're never going to appreciate what you got right now because you're
Mm-hmm.
always looking for the next. And if you keep looking for the next, again, there's nothing wrong with wanting more.
However,
However, stay in the moment and be
yes.
grateful for what you have right now. Because He says, if you good with the small, I'll give you more. But if you don't handle the
Mm-hmm.
little that you got right now the right
Right.
way, why would He give you more?
Right. Exactly.
So
I
he
mean,
was
and I
with
think a
you.
lot of people, yo, yeah, I know he was
Hmm.
with me, but I think this message, what you're saying is something that everybody needs to hear because there's so many people out here, that is struggling and chasing more that they're not appreciating what they have in front of them, and we see that happening so much,
Yeah.
and we just want people to be able to take that time to be
Yeah.
still,
Be
embrace the
still.
moment, be still, embrace the moment, know that God got you, know that you're going to do what you have to do. Things will come in due time, just can't rush everything. I mean, I know we live in this microwave
Oh,
world that we've been living in,
say
and let me tell you, this microwave world ain't always popping.
no.
Okay, you put that popcorn in that dumb microwave, that popcorn will burn if it cooks too fast. And that's what you're seeing happening in a lot of situations,
Yeah.
a lot of situationships, a lot of relationships, a lot of everything that's happening.
Hmm.
You seeing people just, exploding, imploding, and everything else. You have to be patient.
Yeah.
You
Patience
have to
is
be
very
patient.
important, and keep your faith.
Yes.
Keep your faith. Know
Hmm.
that, you know, this is a temporary moment.
Yes.
Nothing lasts forever. And
Hmm.
God says, I withhold no good thing from those who do what they're supposed to do. If you do what's right, I'm not
Hmm.
going to withhold anything from you. I'm not holding. That's the
Right.
thing. God is not sitting there holding your stuff back. He's working things out.
Working it
So
out.
it's not
You
being
know.
held up. It's not being
Hmm.
delayed like we
Hmm.
think. He's
Right.
working. He's operating. A thousand days is one day to him.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Yep.
I mean, one day to us is 1,000 days to him. Like, he's moving so much.
Hmm.
He's just moving so much.
Hmm.
So, to know that where you are in the moment, maybe
Hmm.
there's something he wants you to pay attention to in that moment.
Right.
Maybe
Yep.
there's something he wants you to learn in that moment. And it's
Yep.
tough when your mind is not in that space to go, okay, so what am I
Right.
supposed to get? But now going forward, you're like, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this? And then,
Hmm.
jot down what you just heard and then go,
Right.
oh, okay, I get it. And then let that marinate and then watch. You'll start to see the movements. But
Hmm.
if we keep wanting to be in the next thing and have
Hmm.
all of this progress, you won't appreciate the big progress when it gets there because you want the big,
Right.
big things, but you're not doing
Hmm.
this, you're not taking the small steps. And they're
Hmm.
small
To
steps.
get
You
there.
can't, you
Hmm.
cannot be a successful person without, taking the small steps. It's baby
Hmm.
steps. No
Yes.
baby comes out the womb walking. They crawl
No. And
first.
if they do, it's something wrong.
Yeah, they crawl first. So be okay with crawling first. And listen, this is the same thing I had to, tell myself. Be okay with crawling first.
Hmm. That's right.
Be okay with where you are right now in the moment. Be
Hmm.
okay with that
Hmm.
because
And
there's
we know we
beauty
see.
in it.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, we know we see people, moving, and we see people, um, being very successful, and the success coming extremely fast for people, and when people see that happening, they immediately get like, oh my gosh, what about me? I'm doing the same things, and I need this to happen. But just know that these people that, where you see a lot of goodness is coming, you don't know how long they put in the work.
That's right. That's it right
All
there.
all you see is the finished product.
Yep.
But you need to know that there have been long, countless hours
And nights,
where people,
days.
nights, days, sleeps, you're losing family, because at the
Right.
end of the day, your family can't handle the stress of you not being around because you're focused in doing it. So it's like when you see all these blessings being bestowed upon people, don't look at it as they went to bed and woke up and it just happened. This ain't just happened. It's been years and years and years of hard work and dedication and sacrifice.
I mean, and the other thing too is pay attention to what you're doing.
Hello.
Stay out other
Stop
people's
being
lane.
nosy.
Don't compare yourself to other people because the
Hmm.
comparison is a trap.
Yes. Oh
It
yeah.
is an absolute trap. And again,
Hmm.
stuff I have to check myself on. It's a trap. It is
Hmm.
a vehicle set up to get you to get
Mm-hmm.
in it and
Mm-hmm.
ride down the road into to disaster. That's
Yes.
what it's about. It's like, ooh, open vehicle. Let's go in. Then you get in and
Mm-hmm.
you riding, you crashing into stuff. Then you off the edge of the cliff and you like, well, wait a minute. How did I get here? Cause you got in the wrong car. You
Right.
don't even look at the car. Keep
Mm-hmm.
driving your own vehicle. Leave that car. You think, okay, you see the Mercedes on the side of the road and it's like empty. You want to jump in it. No, 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 no. Stay in your Kia. Stay in
Mm-hmm.
your Honda. Stay in your
Mm-hmm.
Sentra. Whatever
There
you
you
got.
go. Yep.
And keep
Stay in it.
riding out. Keep
Mm-hmm.
riding out. Because guess what? Your Mercedes, whatever it is at the end of where you're going. It's
Mm-hmm.
in your destination. But
It's at the end of your tunnel, not
yes,
stopping at
not
their
stopping
tunnel and
and looking
trying to
at
get
theirs.
theirs.
No,
Mm-mm.
it doesn't benefit.
Nope.
It doesn't benefit, and it makes you feel ugly, and then it starts to make you feel low. Because that's
Right.
what the intention is, to make you feel low. You get low enough, you stop.
Yep.
And if you got something
Mm-hmm.
that's on the inside of you, and there's a fire, and because everybody has a purpose, you've got
Oh yeah.
purpose, and you let that
Mm-hmm.
purpose sizzle because you compared yourself to 50 million people. That's not going to
Mm.
work. It's going to make
Not
you
going to
want to
work at
stop.
all.
Yeah, it's going to make you want
Yes.
to stop. And that's not the objective. That's not what we want you to do. We want you to keep going. Because
Mm-hmm.
there's people attached to what you're doing. There's people
Yes.
attached. There's people connected to that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
when you're not in that alignment, those people miss out. And God has to send
Mm-hmm.
somebody else to step in your place. Why? When you was already
That's
there.
right. Mm. Well, I hope y'all got that message, y'all.
I
Because that
mean,
was
that's
up,
all.
you know.
That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all of that was facts, and it's like this is the stuff that we see constantly on social media. We see this happening all the time. This is something that, is like I, speak to people all the time about this, and it's just like, everybody is not for everybody. You know
Right.
that. Y'all hear me and Dr. Candace telling people that all the time. I'm not for everybody, and hey, I accept that. But we need everybody else to be acceptance of people not being for you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Everybody ain't got to support your business. We know that.
Chat.
But where they won't is others will. Others people out there that will. Hell, half our families don't support our businesses. But at
I
the
mean,
end
I
of the
can't
day,
I
guess
can't
what?
say that. That's one thing I cannot say. I can't even, but I know that there's some
But it's
people
some out there
that
that
have gotten
don't,
that,
but
that
they
feel
just,
like that. And at
yeah,
one
oh
point
yeah,
I
that
did
feel
feel
like
like,
that.
and to my family, I was like, yo, so you not going.
Yeah.
And my family was like, oh, yeah, we got. But then, no, I didn't even have to, get on no bully stuff. My family was like, oh, you're doing what? Let's go. Like we got
Hmm.
your back.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh
So,
yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. I
but
mean, I
yeah,
have family
even if
members.
your
Some of my
family,
family members is like that, and then the other ones is just
yeah,
like, "Girl, bye." Look.
yeah. I mean, and even if they don't, that's okay.
Hmm. That's
It's
fine.
okay. It's okay. Some people need to see you making it first. I don't know. It's everybody don't
No,
have the
it's a creepy
vision,
thing, but it's
right?
creepy. But they want to see you blowing up first, then they want to all pile in,
Yeah.
and then they want to be on the end. As I call it the want to get in when the prices go up. Okay, because when the prices is low, they don't want to get in. But then when the prices go up, and when you really think about a lot of things that has happened and a lot of things that's going on, just think about it. When the prices go to $1,000, then they want you. But when you was charging $250,
But the
no,
funniest
I
part
can't
about that,
trust the process.
no, look, and then the funniest part is then you want a discount. Wait a minute. Wait, hala. Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out.
Not discount, nothing else.
Did you miss when I had? Okay, well, no discounts. If Rolls
Mm-hmm,
Royce don't go
mm-hmm.
on sale, Louis Vuitton don't go on sale. They
Neither
don't
do
give
I.
out discount codes. Me neither.
Hmm. Hmm. But I mean, and it's funny, when it's funny that you become in high demand when your prices are raised.
Um,
Then everybody who didn't support you. And I mean,
yeah,
and it's the craziest thing. And I've seen this happen with so many. I work with a lot of business owners. And so it's like with a lot of my clients that I look and see the stuff that they've done, and I just start laughing, because when they bring things up to people, when they at the ground level, nobody moves. But as soon as everything starts getting up here, then everybody's running, trying to be a part. And I'm like, ooh, that's not good. I'm like, it's good, but now, like you said, it's going to be discounted because they're going to want you to take that price back to what it was yesterday.
you know,
Mm-mm,
no,
nope.
and I don't mind, doing discounts and stuff like that. But nah, that's not. No,
Mm-mm.
when I was at a reasonable rate for you, right? You said no, that was too reasonable. So
Mm-hmm.
now enjoy this right here. But that's a good
Mm-hmm.
point. That's so true. I just feel like um people want to get it when they know when it's to them like it get a blue check.
Whoa.
If I get verified,
Whoa.
then you rock with me. But until
Whoa.
I'm verified, you're not gonna rock God's own. But that's cool. I'm not mad at you.
Whoa.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad. I'm not mad you wanting me to be verified. But I'm verified already.
I'm verified. That's you know what I said the same thing because they used to say, "Oh, you need these amount of followers, and you need this, that, the other." And then they said, now those that don't know me, okay, I will let everybody know I am in media, okay, and so I'm in actual a lot of print media, okay. So you Google me, you'll find out
I know
everything that
that's
I've
right.
done, and like, and so as far as I'm concerned, and everybody's like, oh, all you got to do is submit this and submit that. You can Years ago, I guess about 2 or 3 years ago, I was like, oh, I need to get verified. I want a blue check, but I don't have enough people. I said, then as time went on, I was like, then fast forward to now, I was like, I don't care about a blue check. I'm already checked. I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, I don't need gratification from some people I don't even damn it know. I'm like, I don't need it.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
how
don't
you
need to
gonna
be
tell me
verified.
I'm not valid? I'm
I'm not
valid.
popular. Like, how you gonna tell me I'm not popular? Like, I know what I do on these streets. I ain't worried about you.
I've been popular since high school. What?
Okay, exactly. It's like I don't care about all that. So it's just like, so it's like when you look at, and when I look at people with blue checks, it's just like, okay, I'm glad y'all got that that status. It's cool. I'm happy for you.
Right.
But I'm just like, no, I'm good. That's right, Chanel. God verified me. God verified every last
Exactly,
one of us.
Chanel. I'm
And
mad I
it's just
can't see the
us.
comments
What's
no
name?
more.
Hey, Celicia, how are you this evening? Thanks for stopping by.
I can't see the comments anymore. I'm so mad about that, but it's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Fenton says Jesus verified me when I got saved.
Exactly. And that's why I said I'm already verified. I
Mhm.
don't need a blue
Uh,
check. I'm already verified. Like I've
and
been
it's like so
verified.
funny because some of the most popular people don't have blue checks. That's what's the funny part.
And
They don't
the
care
other
either.
funny part is it's really not about your numbers. Because I've seen
Right.
people with less amount
Mm-hmm.
of followers than myself that's got a blue check. And I'm like, huh, wait a minute. And I had that
Mm-hmm.
same thought a couple of years ago when I was, doing the nails and I was a celebrity nail tech and all that. I was like, okay, we gonna get this blue check. And then it ain't coming. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, wait a minute, where's my blue check? And then after a while I was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, what's really the point? Is it gonna get me more clients? Is it
Mm-hmm.
gonna get me
Right.
more sales? Like that's
Mm-hmm.
the point for me. That's one of the reasons why I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I want to increase my followers. I want to increase my visibility because that's more
Right.
people that's gonna hear the word. That's more people
Yes.
that are gonna want to buy, the product, and that's more
Yes.
people that's going to want to not just buy into the product, but buy into who's behind the product,
Yes.
right? And that don't
Mm-hmm.
mean just that doesn't mean me.
Right.
I'm just the vessel that you can actually see. But I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh yeah, I want to have more followers. I want to have this. Then I was like, but I'm already validated. I'm
Right.
already verified. I'm already justified. So
Mm-hmm.
what is an extra 10,000 people or 100,000 people? What is that
Mm-hmm.
really going to do? It just sometimes, from
Right.
what I've seen, is kind of just, it's cool, but
Right.
it doesn't make me
Yeah.
less or more of who I am.
Mm-hmm. That's
Who I
right.
am
And it doesn't.
is who I
It
am.
doesn't.
Right. It's
Mm-hmm.
just saying, hey, we think you're cool. Well, me too.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I think I'm cool. I know I'm cool.
Listen, me too. I think I'm cool too. So we in this
Mm-hmm.
together. We are in
I know that's
agreement.
right. They look, touch and agree.
We touched and agreed that I am cool,
Okay.
and that's all we needed to know.
Yep.
So yeah,
Gossip and
like
heifers. This is who did my nails when I ordered my nails. This is who did my nails, ladies. Right here.
tancha, yeah. And I
Yes.
have a great time doing it.
Are you still doing nails? Are
I
you still
am,
doing nail sets?
I
Okay, because I
am,
wasn't sure.
I
And I
am,
was like, I wonder if she's still doing nail sets or not.
I am still doing them every time.
Mm-hmm.
I have gift certificates if in case somebody wants to do a gift certificate for somebody. But yeah, the nails,
Okay.
I'm still doing the nails.
Mm-hmm.
The clothes are there if you want to order a coffee
Okay.
mug, a book, whatever. Everything
Mm-hmm.
is still there, still going on.
Okay.
I literally have like 2 sets lined up on the side of me. I actually just did my
Are you
nails
serious?
last night because I was like, I'm going to be
They
on
look
Tyra.
good.
My nails need to be done.
Oh, good girl. Look, I just did. Look, I just did mine
Oh,
last
those
night too. I just.
are cute. Yes, for the Christmas nails. I was going to do, well, I have a little
Mm-hmm.
Christmas on mine. I got a little snowflake.
I like that though. I like them sparkles.
Yeah, I had red on my nails and I said, I'm really liking the red, but for some reason, just looking at the sparkle, I don't know, it's something about the sparkle. So I'm looking
Girl,
at the sparkle like,
I'm all
I
about
want
the
my nails with
sparkle.
sparkles. I want
Girl, I'm
glitter.
all about the sparkle. I'm all about the
I
sparkle.
listen, I love a good glitter. I love a good chrome. And the one
Mm-hmm.
thing that I loved about doing nails was the fact that I got to touch people in a way
Mm-hmm.
that made them feel better. And
Yes.
so even to do the press-ons in the heart of the pandemic, I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
give women an opportunity to still feel beautiful. And that
Mm-hmm.
was the way that I would be able to do it. So a part of who I was would touch you, even though I'm
Mm-hmm.
not physically near you. So it's almost like I was sending
Yeah,
hugs.
I still
I was
got my
just sending
nails. I love
hugs
my
out into the
nails.
world. Yeah,
And her
good.
nails last a long time. And I still have my nails. And my nails, I should have had them down here. They're upstairs. But mine was so special. I had feathers in my
You
nails.
did. I did. I did encapsulate feathers in your nails. And if you guys could see, like I have so much stuff that I was sitting here one day and I was like, God, okay, am I gonna give this away? I know I'm still working, but can I give some of this stuff away? But then it was just like
Like,
no,
no,
because
sell it.
somebody else was like, no, can I get another set? So but I
Yeah.
do still,
Cocktails
I
and
still
Threads and
definitely
Chanel
do.
5 both said they still have theirs too.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Listen, y'all gotta, and that's,
Look, your
one thing.
nails
Show them
last.
off. When people see that you
Hmm.
got something, they want what you have, and then
Yes.
that helps me. And then
Yep.
in turn, let me tell you what I would do when I did nails. When my clients would refer clients to
Mm-hmm.
me, by the time I
Mm-hmm.
came back to them, I would take money off of their services or I would add
Mm-hmm.
something on. So don't think
Mm-hmm.
that, oh, I'm helping D. And, I mean, if you feel that way, some people be like, well, what is it in for me? What's in it for me? Just know
Always.
that she gonna hook you up because she's not selfish. She's a giver at heart. So she got you. She meaning me. Okay? I got you.
Well, I know I'm going to order me another set. Look, I know
Yes,
I'm going to
please.
order me another set,
Because
girl.
I have so much
'Cause-
fun. That's the space where God and I work together, right? When you're doing
mhm.
your stuff, allow God to be in the middle of it so that, your
Yes.
creativity is really coming from him. So a lot of stuff that y'all got, that was a connection.
Yeah.
But to have
Hmm.
that freedom of, hey, do
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want, D. That
Right.
that's the vibe for me. Like, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Yes.
do it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
just
Like I do
don't
nails
be
too,
asking.
but
I got it.
mm-mm.
Tell me your
Look,
colors and I'll
she the
go with the
nail
rest.
queen, and I'm the pedicure queen. I will do
Baby,
the hell out of a
pedicures.
pedicure, but I am not. I'm like, look, and it's so funny because, like, I'm like, when clients would come in to get their nails done, I'd be like, oh, here we go, and I'm like, I'm confident with my nails, confident with my gel. I do the hell out of gel nails,
Okay,
but when it
okay.
comes with, but people used to work my nerves with the basic manicures. I used to be like, you know what? This is supposed to be my stress-free job. What are you coming in here stressing me out for? And I'm just like,
Yeah, basic manicures are like, come on, for real. That's all we're gonna do.
I'm like, look, just get a gel set and go home.
But you know what? I'm like you. I love doing pedicures. That is my vibe. You know what? Maybe one day we could do like a pamper thing, like a pamper party vibe
Yeah.
together. We should work that
Sounds
out. We
good.
should work
Look,
that out.
sounds good. Yeah, we gonna work it out. We gonna work it out.
Because I like
Because I'm
stuff
about
like
to
that.
be. Oh heck
Yeah,
yeah! And I'm about
pedicures
to
are
be
my
back
vibe.
to doing some more things again. And so
Yeah, I
yeah,
think that'd
we
be
about to
cool.
be on the road. We'll be talking about that. I think probably in about a week or two, we'll be back on the road. 2022, going to different cities. So
Let's go.
that might be a vibe. That might be a vibe. I know, not might be. It will be a
Yeah,
vibe. That
we do
will
it.
be happening. We're going to do our pamper day.
Let's do it.
Grace all you people.
Yes, I'm with it. I'm all about it.
I'm with it too.
I'm with it.
I'm coming too. I'm all about it. Yup. So, before we end this live
Yes,
tonight,
ma'am.
what I usually do is I do a contest, right?
Okay.
And I give people something off of your site.
Let's do it.
So, what I'm doing is I'm going and they have to DM me all their information and then I have it shipped from you to them or whatever. I order it once they send me their stuff. Because I
Okay.
still got people that still haven't sent stuff from the last couple lives, but that's on them.
Okay.
So, all right. So let's see. What I do is come up with questions. You and I can both come up with questions. So I guess we're going to give away two things. Let's see. The first item is going to be, I'm gonna say, a journal.
Okay.
And do you have any T-shirts left, or
Yeah, no more t-shirts.
no more T-shirts? Okay. So let's do. You got mugs?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a T-shirt and a mug. We'll do a mug and a journal.
Okay.
All right. So for the first prize, which is going to be a journal.
Okay.
Let's see. You want to give the first question, or you want me to come up with one?
Because I didn't even know we were gonna do this. I would have had my question ready. Yeah, you
I
do
can
the
do the
first
first one.
question. Yeah.
I'll do the first one, and
Yeah.
then they can.
You can actually do
And then you
both.
could. Yeah.
I'm like,
All right, y'all. So for those that have been watching the live, let me ask y'all: where did me and Dmalone meet? Where did we meet at?
oh,
What month, date, and year? It's like no.
oh my gosh, they'd
So
be
where
like,
did
wait a minute.
they'd be like, wait a minute, I don't know all that. All right, so for the first question for the journal, where did me and Dmalone meet?
Okay, that's a good one.
Let's see who the first person that gets that answer.
All right, I'm gonna be right back.
Yep, go ahead.
Be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, so the first question, Happy being me, can you give us the answer? She raised a hand. Where did me and Dmalone meet at? So put the answer in the comments. Me. Okay, me. What's the answer?
Can you use the
Where did we meet? Yes, iconic voice. IG would be right, but what platform were we on when we met?
I'll get it.
Happy being me. If nobody guesses it, I'm pretty sure you'll get it.
Oh,
So if nobody else guesses the answer, then it'll go to iconic voice because we'll be able to accept IG. But IG, but which platform on IG? Chanel 5, correct. CQ. So Chanel 5, you got it. CQ. All right. For our second, so Chanel, you have to DM me your address, email address, and everything so I can get it to D so I can have it all sent out to you. All right. So for the next question,
Oh, I know
let's
Chanel's. Is
see.
that Chanel Witt? I know
Chanel
Chanel.
5.
Huh?
Oh, you know, okay, yeah, she won the journal.
I think I know. I can't see the comments anymore, so I don't know what Chanel you talking about.
I know this thing is, this IG it gets wicked after a while. Alrighty, so the next question is, let me think of something else. Oh my goodness. I want to think of something kind of hard, but not too hard. I can't think. Let's
Okay, I got
see.
one.
Go ahead.
What was my last hair color? And you can't cheat by leaving
Ooh.
alive. So you can see the answers. I can't see the answers.
Nothing went up yet.
Yeah, because it takes a minute.
Yeah. Nothing went up yet. It's crazy because when I used the Gadget Man, Rob said pink. And this Happy being me raises her hand again. Cocktails and Threads said pink. So we got Gadget Man, Rob said pink. Happy me and we got a hand up. Cocktails and Threads said pink. Iconic
Ooh.
Voice, I lost. Yeah, somebody guessed exactly where we was at. Iconic Voice. So it was CQ. It was not okay. Happy being me says it was not pink.
It was not pink.
Chanel 5 says it was not pink.
It was
Okay,
not pink.
Iconic Voice
Sorry.
says it was purple.
No.
Iconic Voice said purple.
No, it wasn't purple.
Nope,
Not
not
my last
purple.
one. No.
Not the last one.
No.
I know what color it was when I met you.
Right. Well,
But it's been a couple of colors since
it
then.
sure will be. And it's going to be more after that.
White. Cocktails and Threads says white.
Nope.
I need to be more flamboyant with my hair. I be thinking about it. I used to be a fire engine red.
Oh, I like that.
Gadget Man Rob said it was gray.
That's the one I did not do. I have not done red like that. Yes.
Girl, I was fire engine red, and I almost bought me a fire engine red wig yesterday.
You, baby, you would have been fire.
I know. I still might go back and get it. It was only $10.
It's great. Look, you should.
Turquoise. Somebody said gray. Gadget Man Rob said
Child,
gray. Iconic Voice said turquoise.
nope. No, it was not turquoise. Okay. Sorry. And this is for the journal, right? Nope, it wasn't.
This
It
is
wasn't
actually
that.
for the mug. This is for the coffee mug.
Oh,
The red is power. I know. And a lot of my clients don't see me because they turn their Zoom cameras off. So I could actually be red and they not know it.
oh.
Happy being me. You said leave the $10 wig where it is. Girl, I bought 2 of them. I got 2 yesterday. They
If
were
it's
6
cute,
for
why not?
$50. They were 6 for $50.
Iconic Voice said, "Dag, this is hard."
Uh-huh.
I mean, I
Cat
guess
Squash
because
said
you know
blue.
what? It's weird because the way that Instagram had it, a lot of people weren't seeing me for a little while. So if you're not paying attention or intentionally going to my Instagram, then you're not gonna see that I've changed my hair a few times. But if you pay
Happy
attention and go back, you'll see.
Happy
Actually,
being
you know
me, I
what?
will put it on
Somebody did
and I'm
say
gonna put it on. What
somebody
color?
did say a part of the color. So I guess we could give it to them.
Okay, what color was that?
I'm trying to remember. It was Iconic Voice.
Iconic Voice.
Yeah, it was
Okay, with the
Iconic
turquoise.
Voice.
Okay,
Hey,
Iconic Voice.
sis.
Happy being me, I'm gonna call you when I put that wig on. I'm gonna FaceTime you so you can see what the wigs look like.
Hilarious.
Before I went today. So yes, okay. So it was Iconic Voice, purple and And so Happy Being Me says purple and what? Purple and
It was two.
turquoise.
It was two
Oh, okay.
colors.
Mhm.
Two colors.
Okay.
So
I'm telling you, the wig is fire. Happy Being Me. You gonna love it. I'm telling you.
it was two colors.
Okay,
Um,
so
I want a 6 for 50 deal.
girl,
I'm done.
yeah.
Yeah,
Girl,
so
they got 6 for $50.
here I think we should switch it.
Hairtown.com.
I think that Iconic should get the journal and then give the mug
Okay.
to Chanel because I think if it's Chanel that I'm
Chanel.
thinking of.
Okay. Chanel 5
Yeah,
wigs.
yeah, yeah.
So
So yeah, let's send her the
okay.
mug.
So Iconic, you're getting the Iconic, you're getting the journal, and Chanel, you're going to get the coffee mug. Congratulations, ladies.
Congratulations. That was a fun contest.
It was. It was. This was awesome. Yeah, I try to do it every live because I want to make sure that my guests is supported. Make sure y'all follow her. Make sure you follow I am Dmalone, y'all. Make sure that y'all support her platform. Follow her podcast. She is on all platforms. Her
Yes.
products is Breaker Wear. Make sure you follow Breaker Wear. Iconic Voice, make sure you DM me. Iconic Voice is actually interviewing with me tomorrow night.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll be there.
She is, yeah, she's one of my accountability buddies. We are in Dr. Celicia Thompson is our coach. And so she'll be on with me tomorrow night talking about her business and everything that is going on amazing
Yes.
in the world of nursing, girl.
Oh, well, I'll be there.
Because she is a nurse extraordinaire. She is a CNA instructor, CPR instructor, and just doing all kinds of amazing things. And so I said, that's going to be fun because I'm a CPR instructor too.
Listen, I need to do that. I want to
Child,
learn
I'm
that.
saving lives by all areas. And that's another way for you to make money, D.
Okay.
That's another way to make money too. So, I'm going to hit you up after the
Yeah, let's talk
platform
about that.
to let you know about doing that. So,
Yes.
and for
Thank you,
anybody on
T.
this platform that's watching now, there's a lot of ways to make money out there. And one thing I will say is becoming a CPR instructor, basic life support instructor, whatever you want to call it, is definitely a stream of income that is much needed. You will help others in addition to, being able to, help yourself in the process. And it doesn't cost much to get into the business of
Awesome.
doing this, so just, yeah. So if y'all have questions about it, watch us tomorrow night, plus DM me, and I will give y'all all the information that y'all need for it. But
Right.
before we end the live, what I always do is give a affirmation.
Okay.
Okay. So Libra, we'll talk. I'll do a Zoom for you, girl. I'll do a Zoom class for you. We get you updated. All righty. So our affirmation for this evening, y'all. This was an awesome live. I love I am Dmalone.
I love you.
I love her. And for your affirmation for this live is I am a positive role model to friends, family, and even strangers, girl.
Amen.
And I say that is because, you have been doing a lot of positive things. And sometimes some of the platforms, like in regards to, I'm not going to say this what we are on because I don't want them to cut us off. But sometimes this thing be acting strange,
does.
and you have been a positive force, for so many, and been a positive force on this platform. I'm gonna say Instagram because sometimes Instagram cut us off, and y'all know they do, especially when we talk about things that's going on in the world, and when we talk about God and all that other stuff. Sometimes it gets kind of fishy, so what I am going to say is you have been a positive role model to friends, family, and even strangers, and I want you to continue doing all the awesome work that you've been doing.
Thank you.
You have been a blessing to all, and I want you to continue being a blessing.
Thank you. I will do my very best. Thank you for having me. This was
Yes.
awesome sauce. Bless every single
Yes.
person that is in here. Listen, we are out here to be blessings to one another. So I'm grateful that I can do that. And I'm going to do my best to keep that going.
And I want you to keep singing too, because you have a beautiful voice.
Oh, yes. And I'm a singer.
You have a beautiful, and I want you to keep using that beautiful voice to bless all of us. You know what I mean? Because the gift of song and the gift of music is something that a lot of us aren't blessed with. You know what I mean? I tickle the ivories. That's what I do. But at the end of the day, I'm not doing this. I might do it once in a while, but girl, not like you. So
thank you.
I leave that for those who can.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, because I tried to do the piano, and the lady was like, "You gotta cut your nails down first." I said, "Miss, they down to the nub. What you want me to do? Just teach me how to play the piano." Then all she wanted to do was talk about Broadway, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting out of here." So I didn't even really get to learn the piano. I was like, "Well, I'll just stick with singing. Let's roll out."
I know that's right. Right.
You doing it?
But look, hey, and so are you. You are doing it also, girl. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday.
Thank you.
And thank all of y'all for coming
everyone.
on with us this Saturday evening. I might come back in a few minutes and I don't know. I was thinking about doing a sale tonight. I'm not sure. Or do some questions and answers and prizes and stuff from everything that I had going on earlier today.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Or whatever because I got some stuff. I know Vtox is watching because I was telling, I said, girl, I got some clean coochie foam for these folks out here on these streets.
Yes. Okay.
I see. So we definitely, work it out with these people out here today and try to give out some of this stuff and everything and do what we do, to try to make these people healthy and wealthy.
Let's go. Ooh, healthy and wealthy.
Girl, healthy and wealthy, girl.
I love it.
But
thank you again.
Love you to pieces. If there's anything I can do, please don't hesitate to call me.
Vice
and
versa.
Let me know. And happy being me. Yes, and yes, and yes. I'll put up a picture of a cat and say, watch. Girl, I'm trying to help the people. But yes, so I'm going to end this live now. I want to thank you again, Dee.
Thank
everybody. I may be back in a few minutes, but have an awesome, awesome evening.
And
I will see all of you back tomorrow evening at what time am I coming on tomorrow? 6 o'clock.
Oh,
6 o'clock tomorrow night.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody.
Yes, and all the winners, make sure you DM me your information tonight so I can get everything, so I can go online and order and do what I need to do.
Yes.
So that this woman can get her orders in and get the shipments out and everybody have their stuff, and don't come after us if you don't get it by the 25th, okay?
Right.
Let me put it out there because we are not the postal service, okay?
Right.
I got to say that. I can't stress that enough.
Right.
Because this week we know people will be coming for us hard for different things. So, and I just try to, no, we're not doing that. Not right now.
No, it's all right.
Not today. All right, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Take care. Thanks, darling.
Thank you.
Thanks, night. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.